presentation. Dr. Zabawa. There we go. Made eye contact. Dr. Zabawa, please come to the stage.
So great. Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's rough. You've had a meal. It's kind of warm, getting a little sleepy. And I just got out of class, so I got warmed up. So I got 3 or 4 pages of lecture to go through. So, page 1. No, it is my great honor to say a few words about someone special to the Tuskegee family, and that's Miles Robinson. I think that's enough. No. I had all this history and stuff brought out, but really what I want to say is that when you work at Tuskegee, you go through several phases in your career. And one of those phases is you get to hire people, okay? And Tuskegee got its 2501 program firmly established through the 1990 Farm Bill. And in 1993, our project started. Now, the important part of that project is that we had to hire somebody who could manage it. And we sent out calls for applications. We got 2 applications. One was from a researcher, an anthropologist from New Mexico. And I'm an anthropologist. I said, yeah, that sounds good. And then we had Miles. And the thing with Miles is we had the product or program position open for about 6 months. And it seemed like every week he had somebody drop by a new resume. Every week, oh, here's a new resume for Miles. And something told me we need to hire Miles, and of course the rest is history. Now, I do want to say a couple things before he has some amazing numbers, okay? And I want you all to think back to the 1980s, if you can remember that far when I started at Tuskegee. It was really hard for Tuskegee and the other 1890s to get funding from USDA. Really hard. And we finally got a little bit of money for this small farm project. And we thought that it was successful. But we still had a lot of challenges. That is, our job was to help farmers get the money that they deserve to operate and own their farms. And we would sit down with our farmers and we would fill out the applications with them. And then we would go to Montgomery with them because Montgomery would say, no, they don't qualify. And then we would show up and we would say, show us, why don't they qualify? And they would say, you're not supposed to be here. And we would say, we're here. That's when we started getting our farmers some money. Also, we were one of the first programs to get youth loans for the Black Belt. Again, Montgomery said, you're not supposed to be giving youth loans. We said, these are our farmers of the future. And they finally accepted that. And we have a lot of youth who started their farms because they got loans from our program starting in the 1980s. Now, one thing I want to mention is that Miles has had a good, excellent, outstanding crew that have worked with him. But at the same time, from a program that started from ground zero, everyone knows Miles Robinson at USDA Washington, USDA Atlanta, USDA Montgomery. He has represented Tuskegee for over 30 years with distinction. And I just want to end by throwing out a few numbers. And this is only partial. Over his tenure, over 41 farms have been purchased because of the 2501 program, $8 million. Over $7 million have gone to operating loans. $1 million for equipment loans. $7 million for new housing. $200,000 for community activities. $700,000 for livestock loans. $100,000 for youth loans. $900,000 for cost share. $400,000 for small business loans. Because of Miles's leadership and his excellent staff, we've had almost 550 loans, almost $26 million to the farmers of the Black Belt. Thank you, Miles. And of course, he's found time to be a county commissioner. So this is just a brief thank you to Miles for all the work he has done, for a well-deserved retirement. Really, are you retired? Does anyone retire from Tuskegee? I don't think so. So what he's been paid for, he might be doing it for free. I don't know. Anyway, Miles, if you could come up.
Wow, I don't know who Bob was talking about, but I'll take it. Thank you so much for this recognition, but it's been a great journey. Bob told a story, and what he didn't tell you was that, and I have to thank Tuskegee again. I am Tuskegee. Collectively, my family has 7 degrees from Tuskegee, and we're very proud of that legacy. But what Bob didn't tell you, I was working at Florida A&M University at the time, and I think I had about 3 or 4 accidents back and forth to Tuskegee. And so I said, Bob, I got to get off the road before I kill myself. So that was part of the application. But no, it's been a great journey, and working with a great family, research, education, extension. I mean, this you can't ask for anything better. And reflecting back, I think there's been 10 presidents with Dr. Brown. I think I've served under 7 of them. I was talking to someone earlier this morning, the Kresge Center that houses the administration for the university. I was one of the first occupants of that building once it was erected. So I'm gonna stop before I tell my age. So we've been around a little while. It's really been a 50-year career, 32 of which, the last 32 years, but I was with Tuskegee 8 years prior to that, and then at Florida A&M, along with some business consulting. So I want to thank not only the entire family, but Gwen Harris, which is a right-wing, left-wing kind of person. She's done an awesome job working with 2501, as well as some of the other employees of the university in 2501 that are no longer working with us. So I just want to thank you all for this recognition. Thank you so much. And we intend to get a little rest, but not going to go home and sit down. Don't worry about that. we're I'm focused on continuing in motion in some way, some form, or some fashion. So thank you all very much for this recognition. Thank you.
So, Miles, we do have this plaque for you, but the words can't really complete what you have done for Tuskegee. You're one of the first people that I met when I got on staff. And I think my generation knows you well for your leadership in the Walmart project. So that was a lot of our first introduction to you. And hearing those stats, amazing. Thank you for all your service, Miles. And we've got a little token of our appreciation here for you.
Thank you.
Black sir. Again, I have your direct number, personal email, and we will be in touch.
Yes, sir.
Come on, give it up for Miles Robinson once again, y'all. No.